Scary. Um. Okay, we are at episode 5 of Life Strange Double Exposure, and I am not happy so far. I wrote a thread, and it's not. It's annoying having to pause every 5 seconds. I mean, I have to do it because I have to write down my thoughts. Um, every time I play or watch something. But yeah, now we're trying this, and I'm praying it works, because I tested it yesterday, and then the volume wasn't right, so I fixed it now, but I can't check it until hours later. So I'm like, I'm impatient, so I'm just going to try, and yeah, beware of spoilers, obviously, because we're playing the finale, and we're at. We know Safi is a shapeshifter. We had the roast with Lucas and Vin, and I have so much to say about the roast. Okay, I'm going to leave it for the game, but yeah, expect a lot of dunking and a lot of face head, yeah, and yeah. I'm very curious what the ending will be, because so far Lucas has said like, oh, you don't know what you just did and stuff, and that was also my point before. I don't know if I wrote it down in the thread, but I was thinking to myself, you don't even know the details. Like, you can't even ask Maya, did she even give permission? Or, I mean, Safi said she didn't give permission, and she even asked Lucas to stop. But then you don't know Lucas's side before asking him. You just expose him before saying anything. So that kind of bothered me. And also, they're all acting like high schoolers still. Like, I already said this before, but if you're going to commit to the time jump of 10 years later after Life is Strange, the first Life is Strange, at least commit of Max having more privileges as a tutor and as like as having a new role and everything. I'm just going to play. I'm just going to play. I'm not going to cab anymore. I'm just going to play. Oh god. I forgot where we left off. Yes, we just saw Diamond. Yeah.
Definitely isn't the fab. And Diamond is definitely not here.
The beer mug.
But Moses is?
Talk to Moses. Okay. I was hoping. Ooh, it's loud. Ooh, wait. Yeah, I was hoping we would have like a different journal now that we're in this like nightmare kind of, or like alternate universe. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a nightmare or if it's like an alternate universe. I'm guessing nightmare because there's like things that shouldn't be there, but that also happened in on the way to the Overlook before. Like the lamp was like the lamppost was all like messed up and red, and Max was like, this shouldn't happen. So maybe it's a mix of both.
I bet most.
Please have a different journal. Please have a nightmare version of journal. Okay. Nope, it's all the same. Okay, another. Ooh. Okay, another. This is another thing that's bothering me. Like the look of the journal aside, I know it's like not the same as before, but at least have those nightmare changes. If you're going to change one thing, at least like, commit to it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking too early. Maybe I don't know what's going on yet. So I can just be saying shit. Just so you know, I've already said this. I'm going to repeat that I've already said this because I talk a lot in my thread. Ooh, storm. But I have to explore every bit of the map before I get to my mission. So you're going to see a lot of that.
Strange.
Strange. It's red. Safi's back.
Up here without Safi?
I mean, she could just be at the bathroom. Okay, now.
What? What the hell is this? I've read this plaque a dozen times. That's not what it says.
This observatory is erected in faithful memory of Safi Levine Fayad, the girl who lacked the inspiration and vision required to aspire to greatness. It wasn't a big deal. Okay, well, obviously it didn't say that before, but so is this like something Safi has created, like a different kind of universe she created? Because I'm lost. Is it like a... Okay, maybe maybe I'm just not supposed to know yet. Max is just as confused. Oh my god! Bisexual lighting. Sorry. Ooh. Who?
Don't mind me, Mr. Owl. Just gonna grab a quick photo and then scoot on by.
Do we know?
I said,
Who?
yeah. Who? As in, who do you think killed her?
Excuse me?
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly my reaction. What I was going to say is, do we know if this is like an alternate universe that we don't know of, or is it like from the past? No, it's not from the past. I think yeah.
Safi's favorite candy. Did she come through here somehow?
Okay, and then also the over. Let me look at them. Look out. Is it just not going to let me? Oh,
Okay, the storm's not so bad here.
I like the look of the storm. That's pretty. Okay.
That is a disquieting number of telescopes.
Moses is rich in this alternate universe.
I'm 95% sure that's Safi's brand. Why is Moses smoking them? Why is he smoking at all?
Maybe he just picked up a habit. You don't know. Influenced.
I thought Moses had the world's horniest grandma up that night.
Also, that's really funny. Look.
What is going on with Moses? Hey, Moses?
Give me the Cliff Notes version of what we're actually here to see.
We're going to ask about Safi because...
Have you seen Safi tonight?
Eek. Why am I not at home wrapped up in a blanket burrito right now?
Did you just not answer?
So, should we be worried about this crazy asteroid hitting Earth?
When I said please have a different kind of consequence other than a storm and a bigger consequence, I didn't mean asteroid. I'm going to ask for clarification. He doesn't know shit.
Any sense? Are you trying to tell me something?
Just trying to capture the perfect photo. The perfect photo.
Okay, so this is Safi.
Perfect photo.
Hang on. Safi?
Like shapeshift.
All right, Max. You have 24 hours before the world ends. What would you do?
Safi, are you in there?
Even the mannerisms.
Max, it's me, Moses.
Moses!
All right, Max. You have 24 hours before the world ends. What would you do?
I'm freaked out.
I don't know. I guess I'd...
This is a different answer than I gave before, by the way.
Strange. This feels...
Oh, literally the
right.
If this reveals Safi when I take the picture, I will shit myself.
But that's just Safi. I haven't double exposed a photo in a while, but if I superimposed two images of Moses on top of each other, maybe I could separate the Safi parts out of Moses.
Separate the what? Oh shit. Oh, I didn't pay attention. Was I supposed to like line them up somehow? Or was I supposed to separate them? I think I'm supposed to separate them. I don't know. Ooh, I'm scared. Like that? I don't know.
Max, thank you.
What happened?
I don't know. It was like Safi had locked me in a kind of, I don't know, a sarcophagus.
Am I supposed to
I
know
was
what that
trapped,
is?
but still protected somehow. And I could hear Safi. I could hear you. Just outside of it,
Where was she?
I don't know. I couldn't get to her. Whatever you did snapped me out of it.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Or
I like that part.
snapped her out of me?
I like that they use the camera as like a tool instead of just like taking pictures for nothing.
Max?
No, not like nothing,
Max,
but collectibles.
I'm sorry,
Safi? Safi?
You okay?
I think I know what I have to do.
Bet. I'm coming with you.
Yes.
No, stay here. Reality gets unreliable. Better if you sit tight.
Be a companion, please.
Machine, Angel, Psychic, Storm. Take care, Max.
See you on the flip side.
Which Moses is this? Is it like living world or dead world? Which world did we leave? I think it's that one.
When a door closes,
A window opens or something like that? Is that the quote? I don't know.
window opens.
Yes. I'm such a fake Life is Strange fan for not being certain about that.
What? Where?
We are
This
back.
isn't Caledon. This is Blackwell Academy. Chloe was shot here. I listened to it happen.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing?
Chloe!
Come on, put that
They
thing
switched the
down.
roles.
Don't ever tell me what to do. I am so sick of people trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Quick interruption. I wanted to talk about the scene because I remember when I was playing, I remember thinking that it was very interesting to replace Nathan with Max in the scene and Chloe with Safi, because I do understand the parallels between Safi and Chloe, and I have mentioned it a lot too, like online and stuff, but Safi is like the villain in this story. It caught me off guard to see Max like that instead of Safi, because she had been portrayed as the villain, or at least she was like starting to get on the villain path. So I think as a viewer, I would have switched the roles between Safi and Chloe, because Safi like holding the gun and stuff and being irresponsible, and as we have seen her do before. But also in Max's head, Safi isn't the villain. So I think it's fun to see the difference between how Max sees Safi and how we see Safi and their relationship, and it just caught me off guard. So I wanted to add. Bye.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
No!
She doesn't have it anymore. Oh. I wonder, do we ever get the rewound power back?
Maybe Safi's right. Maybe we are cursed.
Or is she just like this forever?
Cursed to relive our worst moments over and over again.
No?
I had a chance to save Chloe from this bathroom, from Nathan's gun, and I did. And dozens of
Storm.
people died instead, to my Storm. Well, joke's on you, Storm. If you don't think I play out this moment in my head every day,
Oh.
then you don't really know me. Where is that coming from?
I'm scared. I'm just gonna look around for a bit. Oh.
Max and Safi? Not Max and Chloe? So, that's it then? We're done?
Is that Rihanna?
Safi's cooler than you ever were.
Because she drives a Porsche?
She has powers. This is so fucked up. I would never...
Are you taking that seriously, Max? Please don't.
This
Kate.
sounds like teenage Victoria, but...
Oh, Victoria.
She was never this, dare I say, nice to me back then.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Oh, Kate. You deserved better friends than the ones you were stuck with. Better than me.
Is this like a, like messages that could change if you had another outcome? Like, did they... No, that doesn't make any sense. I'm talking shit.
Abraxas, the Vortex Club. Always someone trying to be on top. And getting hurt for it.
I'm thinking, because so far Abraxas doesn't... Like, the promo for Double Exposure was all like, oh my god, secrets and Abraxas and stuff like that. But I'm not seeing...
Stop?
I'm not seeing, like, the danger of them. Do you know what I mean? Vortex Club was like... It was a little more clear what they did. And what kind of group was in there. But Abraxas, I feel like we didn't have a lot of, like, information about that. Aside from the situation with, between Diamond and Finn. But even then, I didn't know what they were talking about, so... Maybe that's just a me thing, I don't know.
It's in one of these stalls.
Do I want to know? Oh my god, I can look through this like I did in the first. It's a bit different though.
This still isn't as funny as the artist thought it was.
Sorry. Is it the last? Was this her alarm from the first game? I feel like I know that sound. Is that the hot dog man? That is hot dog man! Okay, guess not. I'm scared it's getting more different. If I'm getting jump scared, I will cry. What jump scare? Oh, this is back at the bowling alley. I think.
Okay.
I'm scared. Ooh, there's a lot of those thingies. What did the wall say? Selling something?
Well, that's new.
It's pretty though.
Lucas, I have to get down there.
Is that like the real Lucas, or is that... I can jump. I can jump. I can make it, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry, just let me... Oh.
I swear, any other day, a tree blossoming in a bowling alley would be the weirdest shit I'd seen that day.
Okay. Not much different here. Oh! I can change the...
What are you looking for? Pretty deep birthday banner.
Universe, I think. But what universe would that be? Would Lucas still be here?
I wonder if that ladder is still here in the other timeline.
He's not... Lucas is not here in the other timeline. Also, they're giving hints away too fast. I'm just exploring. Don't give me hints yet. I will get to that. Well, he is selling you
okay, one
for
is
parts.
cute. Kinda. One. Kinda. This is not that.
I cast my spells. I call her back. Wake up. He is selling you for parts. Is the he in question Lucas? And the you is Maya?
I wonder if that ladder is still here in the other
Oh my
timeline.
god, let me explore. Oh my god. What is this?
Oh boy. Do I really want to?
Yes.
told you this place was the portal to hell. Behold, a devil.
Jesus. Possessed dolls much?
That's scary. Okay, so this has to be like a universe that Safi created, right? Because of the writing and the controlling Moses and the controlling those things. Is it something she intentionally did, or?
Still busted. I'm not getting down this way.
I wonder if the ladder is to here in the other universe. I know!
I wonder if that ladder is Go fuck yourself-y. Never thought I'd hear that again.
Wait, does that say the same thing? I didn't pay attention. Does that say the same in the other universe? Oh no. What are you looking at? 4 or at? 4. Oh, so lots of things change in this. Right, or no? There's no tree here. Okay, so this is like the regular... Oh.
Jefferson's sick photos. One binder for each girl.
They used to have names in the first... Oh, they don't have names. Oh, wait, they do. Wait. No. Blurred. That kinda sucks. Okay, so now Lucas. The orb fell. So this is the universe of that Safi? Or is it still another... Because why wouldn't I just stay here?
I don't want to look at this. I don't.
Oh, it's the Rachel pictures and Kate's and Victor. Oh, that's messed up.
The door of Jefferson's bunker. I can never forget it.
Is this like exposure therapy? When I said go to therapy, I didn't mean this. Do I try again, or will I look like an idiot?
I'll have to get out another way.
Okay. Can I find something here, or do I have to go to the other universe first? Also, ladder? Guess not. Also, ladder? Guess not. Okay. Or did she mean ladder over here? Maybe? No. Oh, it must put... No, I think it fell down, right? Ladder. Okay. So, is there like... something I can grab here so I can open it? How about you just stop being a pussy and just jump over it?
Still busted. I'm not getting down this way.
Okay. You can give me hints now.
I think it looks like Mr. Peanut on meth, and I hate it.
Sorry, buddy. I'm starting to hate you too.
Different dialogue.
One of these days, I'm gonna find out what you're running from, Max Caulfield.
Screw this.
Or you respect boundaries? Oh, that was old dialogue. Never mind. Oh, this art is cool. Okay. Okay, think. I was supposed to...
I have to get down there to Lucas. I swear, any other day, a tree.
Sorry, I'm trying
blossoming
to make sure I don't miss
would be
anything.
the weirdest shit I'd seen that day.
Okay. So how would I... Oh, wait. Oh.
It can't be anything but that. I can't. I was 18 when Jefferson trapped me in that chair.
Go to therapy.
I'm not 18 anymore.
You kind of act like it, but I'll excuse
So
it for now.
this is what it's gonna take.
Is that seriously? Actually, I want to see if I can see the other door. What's happening in the other door? In the other timeline. So the chair is there. And do I see the door from over here? Oh. Okay, that's enough. Let me out!
I'll have to get out another way.
Okay, guess not. Okay.
Oh god! I can't move!
Ooh. Now I'm getting PTSD. Sorry, it looks like he's taking a picture. I was just going to say, if they paint...
Didn't Jefferson say that
I was just going to say, if they paint Lucas to be Jefferson, then...
to me? I don't want to look at this. Oh, I can feel him looking at me through that. I had so many dreams about this thing. I think I forgot just how many. Staring at this makes my head hurt.
I'm stressed.
Oh, I can feel him looking at me through that.
Oh.
No. No. Never again.
Gertie has trauma.
Once is all you get.
Oh no, she has tears in her eyes. There's the ladder.
Time to get the hell out of here. I'm done with that now.
That must be so uncomfortable.
Sometimes, right after Jefferson, I looked at cameras and I wanted to throw up. It's weird, but the only thing that helped was picking up my own camera.
Oh god,
Sometimes
no!
I wish I could kick your psychotic little teeth in. Never believe people who try to justify torturing women by calling it art. I've got to get out of here.
Will let me do like a
I'll
cutscene.
have to get out another way.
Never mind. Did I look at
I
everything?
can't just go
Look
through
at
a
that.
door, because that would be normal.
Okay, I'm just gonna check if there's nothing else here. I'm scared. Okay, so he's over here. So I have to get down and then change universes.
What can I use to... Still here. Thank God. Still need to get to Lucas.
Okay, I'll find the switching universe thing later. I'll just look around a little bit. Oh, yeah, there it is. Nothing here. Nothing there. Looking at this.
If not for Safi that day, that would be my headstone. And now I have to return the favor. Nailed the dismount again.
Free hugs.
I have to see if part of Safi is inside Lucas.
Is this not something that Chloe also wrote on her bedroom wall? Maybe I'm just delusional. Okay, get over here, get over there. Is that the only thing we're gonna look at? Okay. Just gonna check. Oh god.
Yikes. What happened to you, Thomas?
Do you see his brains? I think you saw his brains. Oh, never mind. Just look like that.
Lucas might be a danger to himself and others. Even more so than usual.
Exploring, exploring, exploring.
A forgotten hope. Like a crack of light across my heart.
Maybe I should sit for a second. Clear my head.
Sorry, it's just so funny to me. Let me just sit down. I'm just gonna sit down. Please don't copyright me. Please don't copyright me. Please, 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 please.
I have to keep telling myself this isn't a dream. It's real. And I'm the
Okay, so it
only
is
one
real.
who can make it stop.
Alternate universe? Or this universe but changed?
Safi?
I go bananas if I was trapped in my own head all the
Safi,
time.
where are you?
You can't hear that because the tone, the beep of the alternate universe portal thingy was too loud, so I changed the volume of that. Apparently it also changes like inside voices and vocals. Oh, that's pretty. It's almost like it's lighting up. Sorry, I was gotta listen to the music. At least the music is really good. I'll give them that. I don't know if it beats Life is Strange 2 and Before the Storm, but maybe it does beat Life is Strange, the first Life is Strange. I will get back to this later when I listen to the full soundtrack. Maybe it's not like able to how do I say this? To like beat the other soundtracks purely out of nostalgia, just because the first Life is Strange set the standard, or like set the style of music for Life is Strange. Yeah. Okay. Heard enough. Who cried? Oh, it's Max. Oh. Sorry. Right.
Disappeared. I wake.
Maya's memorial tree. What the hell is it doing here?
Oh. Okay.
Beast has my voice clamped between its teeth. If I open my mouth,
Loretta?
will she wake?
Shit,
If
Loretta's
I
here
open
too?
my mouth, will she wake?
Loretta, you okay?
I was following Professor Colmenero. I thought there was a story, but I'm stupid.
Hey, it's gonna be alright. Just stay here, okay?
Wait, Miss Caulfield. Please don't go. I don't know what's happening.
Loretta, you're safe here. That's all that matters, okay?
At least I hope so. If you even are Loretta. Let me take a picture of you. Pose for the... Did you just murmur? I was going to say something else, but I forgot. No. Okay. I'm really curious how they will end Lucas's story, because I feel like Deck 9 has this thing where you can't fully give into, like, evil characters. Like, they have to have a good side. Even with Loretta, they paint her as this... Like, the first scene, she was all like, oh, the interviews and the pushing for answers and things like that. But past the first episode, she was fine. She wasn't even unbearable. And even in True Colors with Jed, I mean, aside from the evil act he did at the end, or like what he did before, the way they handled it, because he's not someone who was boasting about it, and not someone who was like taking pride in what he did. He always redirected the conversation and didn't want to talk about what happened that night. So that's what's kind of bothering me, is at least with the first Life is Strange and Life is Strange 2, they had Jefferson, and they had in Left 2 they had a bunch of like evil characters. They didn't have any valid, nothing that would really have you think like, keep in mind they have like this and this problem, so it's kind of justified. Like, no, it's just basically pure evil. It's what I'm kind of missing in these games. It's just like, oh, it's a villain, but they did this thing, but they have their own reasons, and they're not really talking about it anymore. Lucas still profits from it. I'll give this game that. But in True Colors, it was like, he did this thing, doesn't want to talk about it. He lets people call him a hero, but he's still humble and modest about it. Do you get what I mean? So I'm hoping they will change that, because so far I kind of feel bad for Lucas. They didn't give any like details about why he did it, or he's not like pressing to still publish his book. And I get that it was a bad thing for Maya, but I'm not getting enough information. Is this insensitive to say? I don't know. Tell me if it is, but it's just like, I just want more evil. That's basically it.
I like this quieter Lucas. I almost don't want to fix him.
That's rude. Oh. He's gone. I agree.
We gaze at each other in the windowless box. It is flight or fight. Never forgive.
Lucas, it's me. It's Max.
But there are no bells, doors, or windows. Only his face. A mirror. And I feel a forgotten hope, like a crack of light across my heart.
Are those Maya's lines? Because Safi was
Smile, Lucas.
shown before. Oh, this part scares me. Safi was shown before to have memorized Maya's lines, so the Safi in Lucas might also.
Maybe double exposing the photo again? It worked with Moses.
It's kind of scary.
Max. It's really you.
In the flesh.
I thought I was dreaming. Safi was there. What the shit is this place?
Stay put, okay? It's dangerous out there.
She's pretty. Oh, there's another person. Was he here before?
I think that's all I can do for Lucas.
Get out.
I think he'll be okay.
Oh, I hope so. Why is nobody leaving? Isn't there like a door? Yeah, you're still gone too.
My work here is done.
Miss Caulfield? Is that you?
Reggie!
Reggie, I'm so glad you're okay.
Well, half okay. I'm surprised he didn't get a heart
Max,
attack.
what the hell is happening?
I'm not sure. It has to do with time?
Also, where's Diamond?
A time vortex that
Or was that Safi? I don't know.
manifests in a storm.
Time vortex. Fuck, you're right. I remember Safi being shot, and I remember seeing her around campus.
The timelines merged?
Just stay here, okay? I'm going to fix this.
This is Safi. Isn't it? This is her pain. What we did to her.
Vince's voice actor is a good one.
I don't think Safi blames you for...
No. You're right. She doesn't. She was in my head back there, and she doesn't think about me at all. Two Safis in two universes, and
it's gonna mess up.
neither of them cared if I live or die.
Okay, so everything merged.
You know, I was in love with her.
We know.
Or I thought I was.
Maybe you should focus on what's in front of you.
Where is this coming from?
Yeah.
Oh.
I should go make sure Reggie's okay.
I thought it was a
He
romance
looks like
line.
he could use a hug.
My bad.
Or something.
I did not romance this guy, guys.
I'm
I
going
rejected
to fix
everything.
This. Trust me.
I do. I do trust you. Be careful, Max.
Thanks. The door is right here. If I can leave, then you can too. Let me just switch to your timeline, see if there's any more people here. Okay, let me check. Are you still going?
Teeth. If I open
I think he'll be
my
okay.
mouth,
That doesn't sound
will she
very
wake?
okay.
If I open my mouth,
Oh, I can look at them.
will
Wait.
she wake?
I'm so sorry, Vin. Really freaked out, but hanging in there. Brave kid.
This is okay. So now it makes sense. This is from the journal, right? Wait. God, I hate that I just can't like click left once. Yeah, that's her. I mean, from the statue. Okay. Oh, the color of the thingies is different here. So it's blue here and then orange on the other side. I didn't know that.
I have to leave.
Guys, come on. You're not trapped here. Just leave.
Okay. Out of the frying pan and into the turtle, I guess.
Weird. Amanda!
Amanda, thank God.
Same
Are you
reaction.
okay?
I don't know. Weird shit at the turtle is someone flipping the paintings or the bathroom key going missing, not this.
Are you real or are you Safi? I mean, Safi is real, but... Gwen?
Max, what is this storm? Why is Gwen out there, and why are you not also freaking out?
Look. Go get yourself some water or a beer. And I promise I'll explain soon. Or try to.
Whatever you
I
say.
don't think Gwen entirely knows she's outside.
No, I want to talk to Amanda.
Gotta find a way to get close enough to take Gwen's photo.
I'm just gonna
I'll never
around.
get through.
Chloe!
God, Chloe, I'm sorry for everything, but I'm also so tired of being sorry.
No matter what happens and no matter what's happened, you will always be amazeballs to me. Okay. You have to come back down to the diner for some pancakes. Got some extra special something. Promise it'll be better than anything you can scratch up in Blackwell's cafeteria. Max, don't ignore me, whatever. He doesn't stop by my dorm, he always asked. Never mind. Oh wait, crosstalk. Is there anything on there? Oh, okay.
Here with all these chairs in the way.
I'm just gonna look around. Hello.
Add good under pressure to the list of Amanda's talents.
Real. Oh, things changed here. That poster wasn't there before. That's still there. Looking around.
I may have powers, but I'm not ripped enough to dismantle that chair pile.
Oh, pretty.
Alright. This door seems to be blocked too.
I'm bothered by the lack of things we can interact with. That's so pretty. Screenshot. Why is it red? Same time of day. Why is it red and blue? I'm scared. Amanda? No. scared. Oh no, she's dark in here. Like the lights are off. Okay. Oh. Tell me about your telescope.
Really, Max? A photo now? Why are you always in everybody's business? We were having a moment.
Okay.
Maybe she has a voyeurism kink. Not like I'm one to kink shame.
Why are you always talking about...
Where were we?
You were going to tell me more about your telescope.
Nah, I can't do it. A little privacy, please. I have to tell Vin about my telescope.
Sorry to interrupt.
Not sure why this door won't open, but maybe I can try the patio doors. Amanda usually keeps those unlocked.
Okay, so we're close, but the music is still playing. Weird. Oh my god, it's so pretty.
There's so much snow, but at least I can get outside now.
At least you're going outside with your jacket on this time. I mean, coat.
Thought I'd be used to this.
Where is this? Is this like a room they were in with Chloe or something? Motel.
At least the motel is new.
Oh, never mind.
Jesus.
Max?
My first journal entry from when I got accepted to Blackwell, July 10th, all those years ago. If only I'd known how much my life would change.
Your first content would be a rave. That profile picture? I can't take this game seriously. I'm so sorry. What is that? No. No. God.
Even if I were hungry, I'd rather just wait till I'm back in the snapping turtle to eat.
Nobody's forcing you.
Chloe's lockpicking set. She could even get me to open up.
You're the Coronado Carver? When we moved in together.
Oh, this is Stevie.
Wild that my baggage is such an on-the-nose metaphor. That's why Safi is the poet, not me. That can't be the right time.
What is the time? Doesn't even say. Whatever.
Just how I like them. Tall, shady, and not too bright.
I won't say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
On tonight's motel mishaps, Max tries to make a grilled cheese. Accidentally commits arson.
Chloe and I aren't enemies. She just doesn't want to talk to me anymore.
There's another thing that I don't understand from the Chloe breakup thing. Because she told Safi, I think, that she didn't use her powers anymore at all after the storm. So why did Chloe accuse her of rewinding to get her to say yes to something in messages like from before? I don't get it, because wouldn't you know she wouldn't use that anymore? I'm so confused. That wasn't a good execution at all. Like, don't get me wrong. I've been on the tail a lot, saying like whatever about the breakup, but just because I don't like Bryce Fielders. I like Bryce Fields, so it's kind of bothering me how they executed that.
Ah, yes.
It is what it is, I guess.
Famous mountains of Topeka, Kansas. No
Escape
escape,
plan?
huh?
Oh.
Buddy, that's the story of my life.
That's funny.
Maybe this will take me to Safi.
Or Chloe. Do you think they would do like a model of Chloe?
Don't
I don't
worry,
think so.
Safi. I'm coming. Is this the same room?
Same room, but the light is
No.
different?
This is where I stayed in Santa Fe. I think.
So I was right?
Don't know how she did it, but Chloe was like top chef drifter on one of these in our motel stays.
Learn from my mom.
Lose my number. Trust me, Chloe. I've tried.
You probably memorized it. Don't even try.
Chloe used to tell people my abandoned spaces photo shoots were just an excuse to be alone with her. She wasn't wrong.
So she used to do that with Chloe, and then she did it with Safi. Okay. This is how bored I am.
You didn't have to put on your red dress for me. The artist really captured the sleepy seaside vibe here. As far from Santa Fe as it gets.
Wait, did it say meteor? I was just going to say, she sounds like sleepy or something. Or high. Or both. Oh my god, she yawned.
Okay, wait. This
Can't
is...
I do like...
Pretty sure this is that motel in Cleveland.
That didn't change anything. Why are all the motels like the exact same?
Never did get used to sleeping alone.
Maybe it's like a metaphor for everything kind of blending together. In that
Love
time.
having to only grab one thing if I'm leaving in a hurry, but... What if I want to stay a while? Problem is, Simon, I haven't just been remembering the past. I've been living in it. Even in my dreams.
Well... We're not gonna look at it. That's not a lamp. That's a... That's not 3D. What happened? Oh my god! That thing is flat too. Is that normal? Is that supposed to happen? What happened to this?
I know I'm close. Have to keep going.
Okay, wait. Does that show in another universe? No, it's the same thing. Why is this freaking me out? This is ex-girlfriend this time? On the nose?
I know how this is gonna sound, but... Damn. This painting actually feels like dreamland. Oh damn. I'm gonna be late to my shoot.
To your what?
Alright, Cleveland. After this shoot, I'm gonna nap till June. Maybe September.
So everything is 2D now. Not everything. The chair?
So tired.
Oh, my lord. Oh, that's freaky. Am I supposed to sleep?
I didn't realize how tired I am until just now.
Didn't change anything.
Maybe if I lie down for a few minutes, all of these rooms will stop spinning.
What's happening?
Feels so nice to rest. I wish I didn't have to get up for that shoot.
What shoot?
Who was the client again? Or the location? That's the problem with moving around so much. All these rooms, you really do start to blend together after a while.
That's what I said. Gonna listen to the music for a bit. What?
There was
Chloe? Safi? Safi.
This isn't right. Oh, fuck.
Well, yeah.
How do I get out of here if I can't even open this door?
Oh my god, even the room is like cut off. Okay, same thing.
If that door doesn't open, I swear I'm breaking it down.
Same.
How do I get out of here if I can't even open this door? Let me out!
Okay, we heard Safi scream.
Now that I've traveled to Purgatory and back, I can finally see what's going on with Gwen.
Better check on Gwen first, now that the patio doors are clear.
Sorry, I just had to. That felt like the other room too, where things were like 2D. But it's just the side of the building.
I'm back. Jesus, Max. Warner girl first.
Sorry.
You disappeared and I don't know where you went.
I'm okay.
Oh.
I promise.
She loved her so much.
Everything.
Or are you Safi?
Later.
She's so pretty. Oh. There you are. I just want to check one last time if I'm not missing anything on the other side. Dark light. Oh. Why did it not block out? Or was this how I was supposed to reach her? I don't know. No, I think it's the other side. Sometimes this is really confusing me. Okay, guess I'm really
Add good under pressure to the list of Amanda's talents.
going out now.
I should be able to reach Gwen now.
Wait, wasn't it blocked right here? I'm so confused. It wasn't blocked on either side right now. Wow, that's so pretty. Hello.
She looks so content. I wish it were real.
You know she's flirting with you, right?
I know.
Listen, I'm here to help you.
I adore you, but read the room, bud.
That's Safi, all right.
I was just gonna say that.
Hang on, Gwen. It's almost over.
I like this. Ooh, scary. That's freaky. Hi, Gwen.
Max! Oh! Thank you. They were all... Safi. They called me a fraud. A coward.
No.
It's okay. I got you.
Amanda, you and Gwen stay here and take shelter.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
Safi's out there. Somewhere close. I can feel her. And she needs me. I need her.
Be safe, yeah?
When am I not?
Why do I always gotta fall for the weird ones?
She's funny. I like Amanda. Okay, now we're smiling. I like the little hug thingy they do.
Always forget you're so huggy.
I was so fucking worried about you. When I couldn't see you anymore, I thought...
It got a little hairy.
A little?
Thank you, Max.
Don't thank me yet. We still have to find a way out of this place. Or this time.
Hey, I'm taking a minute.
Moment of calm. Oh, that's so pretty.
All of that
was pretty fucked up. Yeah.
Who needs all the king's horses, all the king's men? I've got you to put me back together again.
That's cute. I was pretty cool.
You know, I was pretty cool. I accept fawning gratitude.
Consider yourself fond.
So are we like cool now, or? You shot your mom.
So,
why are we doing shots?
Any chance of everybody just forgetting I tried to rip out their soul?
Everyone's been lucid, and there is history. Basically.
I've erased timelines before, but this time I think I assimilated them. Sorry.
Oh, you just assimilated the timelines.
Yeah. At least, that's what it feels like.
Yeah. I knew. That's what I said.
Time travel, alternate universes.
She's so pretty.
Scraping together the broken pieces of your unstable friends. What else can you do?
Kiss.
I can fry a mean egg.
Promises, promises.
Going for the romance line. That's not a romance line, but I'm treating it as one.
You just seem
calm.
Extremely chill, considering we're still stuck in a supernatural time storm.
True.
It's the little things in life. Chinos, movie marathons, chilling with your bestie in the void.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Is she doing this, or are we both cutting to different places?
I'm glad you were here too. You know. But I just tore everybody apart into tiny little pieces.
Go to therapy. I'm not going to say they'll forgive you because I can't speak for other people. You didn't mean to, you probably did. I don't know. I'll just say they'll forgive you. I don't know.
They'll forgive you.
Will they forgive me?
Probably not.
Maybe I don't forgive them. Maya isn't any less dead. Everybody I cared about still betrayed me.
You ruined a child's life.
I'll never be different.
You shot her.
I think the best thing would be clean break.
You mean like?
I belong here.
Don't say that. Of course you do.
After your hometown got whirlwinded, what did you do?
Kiss my girlfriend? I don't know.
I ran away.
If I say I shouldn't have, what else was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to stay in that abandoned town? I don't know. You're not me.
You're not like me, Safi. You're way stronger than I ever was.
Don't say that about yourself. You have it wrong. People like you and me, we don't belong at some B-tier liberal arts university with a bunch of washed-up bloggers ready to knife each other for tenure. We're fucking divine.
You're scaring me.
I'm serious. The shit that we can do, gods can do that stuff.
Why are you only coming up with this now?
Monsters.
Safi, I'm not scared anymore. All that stuff about curses and
She's like a kitten.
You're real. You're what
gay.
matters to me.
You're really gay.
Just stay. And we can work it all out.
I hurt people.
And I fixed it. We can fix it. Together.
Frozen? You don't have to protect me. I'm not afraid. Oh, we're back to the thingy.
Duh. That's why you're so confident. It figures the only person I can rely on is me.
Safi, I don't...
Last piece of me, Max.
Also, that's not what I wore
It's in you.
that day. Selfie
Isn't
time?
it hurting me like it hurt everyone else?
Because she doesn't
Maybe I
date
trust
Max.
you. Maybe it's more of your magic Max bullshit.
Gay.
I wish I didn't have to take it out. Is that weird?
Safi. This
Kiss?
is maybe the least weird thing that's happened to me in days. See you on the other side.
Selfie time! I know that flash that will blind you for a few seconds. Ooh! That's really cool. Hey girl. So did we just like fix it now or?
Sophia.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Yasmin.
she's still. We've just been sitting here.
Everything is going to be okay. Don't worry. Do you think
If
you
she
can get
dies, I
up?
will riot.
Safi, help me!
That's your mother! Is she going to jump? Please don't jump.
Clean break. Remember?
I was joking.
Safi.
She's your mother.
She's your mother.
Oh yeah?
Yes. Ooh, freaky.
Now I'm my mother.
She is so immature. I knew she was going to be
be a
Amanda.
cute girl at the bar.
Safi, stop it. It's real? I wasn't hallucinating?
What are you? And what did you do with my daughter?
She cares so much.
You can make her forget she saw that, right? Better yet, you could make me unshoot her. You
Yes!
have the undo button on life, Max. Why not use
Bring it back. But also, take some accountability. And also, don't tell me what to do.
I'm not your magical toy you can wind up to fix all your problems.
Exactly, Chloe. I mean, Safi.
Said we could fix everything. Together.
Safi. I can't. I have my life. Everybody.
What has she been trying to say?
People like us. People with powers. I spent my whole life thinking I was the only one. Knowing I could never tell anyone because they would look at me like that.
That's your mom. She's just confused.
You and me.
Oh my god, you're insufferable.
Time traveler and a shapeshifter. Imagine what we could do. And who cares if I'm a silly little girl whose mom needs to show her how the world works? Because now, it works. However,
Oh my god, she acts like she's 16. Not even 16, like 13.
Your irresistible
Bring her to
glory
a
held on to
hospital
offer
or
me.
something?
When I come back, are you going to stay with me, Max?
No?
Are we in this together?
No.
Or is everything you said in the storm just words?
The player, didn't choose to say that. She has a life of her own. I'm going to refuse. I don't give a shit. You just shot your mom.
so glad you're okay, Safi.
Selfish of
And I'm
her.
happy you don't feel alone anymore, but I know what happens when you just use your powers without thinking.
Use your head. I'm begging.
Okay, Max Caulfield.
Don't just sit there. Get her to a hospital.
Be seeing you.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what the purpose of that was. Like, sorry, I'm responsible, I guess. Is that the end? Okay, so the timelines merged. I think. This is a few days after. Ooh, the storm did that. Reggie, I think? We still didn't hear anything about Abraxas and the secrets. What was that all about? And also, what was Finn talking about when he said I wasn't covering for her? And Lucas was threatening him with something. So confused. Wait, what did he say? Wait. So far so good, by the way, everything, everyone, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but fine. I don't even, oh. I thought he said, are you ready to be there? Do I have like a plan or something? Who says love you back? Say love you too.
She knows me better than anyone. Knew me better than anyone. The me now, though, after all this, maybe it's time I found out who that Max is.
I get it if I'm the last person you wanted to hear from, so on the news about the storm, and I hope you're alright. I think she knows powers were in here. Was there a plan to have like everyone assemble or something? And then they also include Chloe? Or was it seriously just only bringing Max back? Because, oh my god, these choices. As many of you know, Lakeport was hit by a brutal storm last week. Physically okay, but maybe a new episode. Okay. Questions about Brexit and the storm. Why wouldn't he still be in a Brexit? I'm so confused. You don't need to be in a visual voice Caladon to say take care of each other. Okay. Weird deja vu headaches. Storm. Stop sending me storm articles. I only want to talk about simple shit right now, like sandwiches.
Classic Yasmin. Playing it close to the chest.
Close to the chest. I can't do this. At least he survived. Victoria Queen. I must have done something in my journal, right? There's no other force in my world like Safi. But we're not God. Didn't she see what happened? What our powers can do? She could have killed Yasmin. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After everything happened, I felt so numb I couldn't tell if I was awake or dreaming. Time traveling is like that. It's real up and to the point no one else but you can remember it. I thought of my choices. I had regrets. I wasn't sure which words were mine or hers. It was like we were still in each other's head. That's kind of gay. He felt the same way once. I wanted to show you like I knew myself. I felt proud when I could say the words you were thinking out loud. I thought we were linked, but I couldn't predict what she'd do, and now Safi's gone. Who knows if she'll ever come back? I hope not. Sorry. Is that controversial? I don't know. I hope she doesn't come back. He's so childish and immature and just... Who?
No more lies. No more hiding.
What do you mean, no more lies? Oh, she's gonna tell you run at the turtle.
They're all waiting for me at the snapping turtle.
Okay. combined universe.
I don't think there's another world to cross over to anymore.
Okay. Okay, good. Hello.
I feel like I took the world's most potent edible and tripped balls for a...
Not like that would be.
Oh, that's the tree.
Maya's tree, where it belongs.
Oh, gorgeous.
And as big as in the bowling alley. Things are returning to normal. Ish.
Kind of.
A little better than before, but...
Everyone's like... It's crazy.
Remember I sent the poem to that...
That wasn't Reggie. I had it wrong.
They want to buy it. I'm buying a TV.
Whatever that means. Oh, hey, Lucas. I'm just gonna look around for a little bit first.
Thomas, you're back. Mostly.
Ooh, he's still carved.
Not there yet. My position's off.
Oh. Sorry, I guess. Oh, here.
Got it. This is the shot. I wonder how I'll feel about this photo in 10 years.
10 years. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Huh. Guess the Safi memorial is no longer here. Or maybe never was. After all the storm shenanigans.
Oh yeah. Because she was alive. And she is alive. Oh no, I don't want to I don't want to go to the subject.
I haven't heard from her since the day.
Sorry. I hope it doesn't load to where... Okay. Sorry, I'm just going back because I want to talk to people first. I can talk to Lucas, Loretta... Was Reggie there? No, just us two. Okay. Now that I know what she's gonna do, I'm gonna say not really. Also, you don't have to tell everyone about your powers. It's just like whatever. Oh god, I missed a lot. Oh. Well, 1, 2, 3. I only missed 3. Wait, is it episode 4 or 5? This is 5, right? Oh. Wait. Is this 4? I'm so confused right now.
No more lies. No more hiding.
This feels like a 5.
They're all waiting for me at the snapping turtle. You two make it look so easy. I bet you never had to explain your bizarro superpowers to someone you made out with. There's always time to sit.
True.
In whatever reality, all those moments between us were real.
Both realities somehow got smushed together in the storm. Now everything's the same, but not. How crazy is it that my brain can wrap around that so easily? Years ago,
Well, you had to live
I
through
would
it
have been
for a week.
freaking out. But I'm okay. I'm not that same kid anymore.
What I just wonder, and what I still don't know,
That storm haunted me.
is that when you change to another timeline, there has to be like another version of you, right? So where did that Max go from like the living Safi timeline? Or did she create that somehow? And that's why there's only one Max within those timelines.
For years. I can't let this one haunt me too.
They already explained a lot, which I feel like was too much explanation, so maybe it's fine to not explain that and leave it up to us. And that's so pretty. I'm just gonna talk to Loretta.
Hey, Alice.
Oh, that's the two.
Do you remember way too many events happening on top of each other?
You could have asked that. I would have said yes, I do. And yeah, that shit was crazy.
I thought you were mad at me.
Are they going to kiss?
I thought I would.
Oh.
Wow. I feel like kind of an asshole now.
I just wanted the money for video games.
Valid.
So, did you end up with the money? Do you have it?
Yeah. I remember winning in both memories. So, I guess you didn't betray me after all.
Jason just started talking to me. He bought me drinks. I thought he might be gay.
Is he gay?
Huh? Oh, yeah, he is. But this wasn't a gay thing.
That's funny, I'm sorry. Does she have double the money now? Because she won in both memories. So she has like a check for that
The snapping
from
turtle's
one memory
just
and then
across
also a
the
check from
bridge.
the other memory.
People are waiting for me there.
I hope so. Hello, Loretta.
Loretta looks like she's running on empty.
Well,
I guess we all are.
Hey there.
Oh my god.
Miss Caulfield. Sorry. I'm still kind of on edge. Thanks, by the way, for what you did at the nebula. I froze up.
Hey, you were overwhelmed. Most people aren't prepared for reality to break like that.
Poor Loretta.
So, do you also remember that there were like 2 of you? And now they're fighting for space in your head?
Well, it didn't work the same way for me. But that's because... Wait, are you asking on the record?
This isn't for my podcast, I swear. I'm putting that on pause for now.
Good for you, I guess.
I'm glad. There's always time for clout chasing next semester.
Damn, Miss Caulfield. Harsh. But fair.
Take care of yourself, okay? We've all had it rough.
Right back at you.
Okay. She's nice. Oh,
Loretta looks like she's running on empty. Loretta, can I grab a picture of you real quick?
To immortalize this calamity of a semester? Sure. Why not?
Sure, whatever.
This will help me get my bearings a little bit.
Are you still saying that?
So,
what?
Organizing the faculty and staff.
Oh my god,
still
they're
a
so
great
boring,
idea.
I'm sorry.
No use going that way. I've
Okay, I'm
got other
glad, because
places to
that's
be right now.
a big building, and I'm so not in the mood to
Do you still
explore
feel like
everything
shit
right
too?
Yes. I've been popping migraine meds like breath mints.
There's Lucas, awaiting his fate at Caledon. Dead man walking.
Oh yeah, he got exposed in one timeline, and he didn't in the other timeline. So, I guess everyone remembers he got exposed.
Working on your new book? Maybe you should switch to science fiction.
Max. We still don't know why he did it.
Are you gonna tell me what the hell I went through? Or do I have to spend the next decade in therapy?
Please do, also.
You should think of it as a second chance.
Doesn't everyone remember the
One
exposing?
step ahead of you. I'm working on my apology as we speak.
See, he's not even a villain.
Give a guy some constructive feedback?
I'm sure it's... No.
Give it to me.
It's a little rough, granted.
I hope the gracious hand of empathy backhands you into a ditch, Lucas.
But I'm sure for the rumors. No matter how grand or sincere. Going forward, a percentage of all my royalties will be donated to a national organization dedicated to prevent this by suicide. See, that's a good apology to me.
Do you actually mean any of this?
That's what I'm wondering too, but...
At least no one can say I stole it. Not that they won't try.
What do you mean, does it matter?
What's your next move?
I'm not sure. focusing on Robbie. I'm hoping he'll give me a second chance.
I hope so too, buddy.
That's probably the smartest thing you've ever said.
It's not like I can stay at Caledon. This place has been poisoned against me. Who's the victim
Why do you
now?
think? Okay.
Well,
okay, Lucas.
Goodbye, Lucas.
Whatever you say.
Yeah. You too.
There's just no hope for some people. Okay, so again, like, who is the villain here? What's the purpose? Was it like Lucas's role being enabling Safi's evil behavior? Because if so, then it's still not executed right, because it feels like a very childish reason to me. Sorry, I'm talking really slow. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. It's just, did she not try to talk to Lucas or try to talk to other board members? Yasmin said don't talk about it, but did she not go to another publisher to still publish her book about Maya? There's not only one publisher available. And also, canceling the book deal, if you just talk to Gwen, I'm sure she would explain why. Even if she said no at the first time. But if you say, I know you did that, please explain why, then I'm sure she would explain. I'm just so confused. I'm so confused, nothing makes sense. To me, at least. Maybe it makes sense to other people, but to me it's just like, all of this could have been avoided. Whatever. It's how it is. Who called again? Was it Yasmin?
Yasmin?
Yeah.
I haven't heard from her since the day she came out of surgery. Hello?
Hey, girl.
Hello, Maxine.
I like her. How's your shoulder? How's your mental? Well, I want to know about the shoulder, but the mental health is more important.
How are you doing, mentally?
Not very well, to be frank. Half of me will never forget what I saw. What Safia became. The other half of me had begun to accept her as dead.
Oh my gosh, she's mourning her like
Yasmin,
twice now.
What you saw during the storm...
I don't need an explanation. Not yet. If I try to understand, then there will be no room for my recovery. And I will recover. I have to find Safia.
Any news about your job? I heard the board,
I have been arguing with them. I made my mistakes, but these are offset by an excellent track record.
I believe that.
And
also, that's her daughter, not like some random student.
They did not, no. I have been asked, forced to step down.
Oh, shit.
I love my daughter, Maxine, just like you. I am not a monster.
I haven't heard from Safi, if that's what you're trying to ask.
Oh. I had hoped. One moment. Excuse me. I'm apparently well past the appointed time to take my painkillers.
Until next time.
Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. Golden
Here
hour.
goes nothing.
Hey, she's finally doesn't wear a really big jacket now. Okay, so it's not everyone, it's just her friends. That is a little bit nicer.
Well?
Hey, Moses.
Not a peep.
Guess I'm not surprised. Would you come looking for us if you were her?
But it's not me. It's Safi. Does anyone ever know what she'll do next? Does she?
I didn't know she was gonna shoot her
Maybe we should
mom.
go easy. Wait for her to pick up the pieces.
Wait for her?
In the meantime...
Take your time. I'll be here when you're done.
I want to check on how everyone's doing first.
Okay. I'm not sure what to tell someone I just became really close to. Is that just Max? Still landed the girl excited for my revenge first day. Oh yeah, that was from before. What if in one of the timelines you had an accident or died? Would you still be dead in this timeline, or would you be saved? Because Safi is not dead, so this is like the living... So the dead world lived merged into the living one. The people. What? So they're like... What version of each person's body is like present now? This doesn't make sense. Every time you try to merge timelines or you try to merge universes, this is just... They're just going to be things that won't make sense ever.
Love. It makes you do crazy
The cow
things.
skull is here.
Like chuck a cow skull into their car so they don't realize their mom betrayed them.
So this is the living world. No. In the dead world, it's still there, and the living world is not there. Okay, so everything gets restored after the merge? I'm so confused. I've been in a confused state ever since just halfway.
Sorry, You're gonna explain what happened, right?
Hey. You okay?
What do you think it all means? Why you? Or Safi?
I'm still trying to understand. I didn't know anyone else had powers until I met Safi.
Did you tell Diamond this?
That must have been a revelation.
You have no idea.
How are we supposed to walk around knowing something like that could happen?
This was terrifying. But you survived.
I feel like
you know you can.
That's what she needed to hear.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Guess not.
What a nutty week. I can't believe I was able to crack the case.
I'm not going to say anything. Ooh. Whatever you say, my guy. He still hasn't explained what he did. Like, why he did it. Didn't he say there was something? And also Vin? With the threat to Vin? Or something? I don't know.
Well, you're the only person who was there. Who else am I gonna text?
Just kiss you guys.
Was there. Max has... stuff. I didn't want to bother her.
The stuff in question.
You don't have any trouble bothering
The stuff in question. Okay, so that's a staff member. And that's a student.
You heard from her at all?
This is weird to me.
Safi. Were you and her ever serious?
Do they even know that was... Oh, yeah. They were in a brain.
I can't hear that humming sound anymore. There's only one world now. No more doorways to other timelines.
Okay, well, thank God, because the humming was really annoying.
Diamond's gonna be pissed you aren't stepping down.
Oh, isn't stepping down?
Diamond's always pissed.
Hey, Max. Our Lady of the Storm.
Wow, let's not do that. How are you guys
Flashbacks.
holding up?
You rocked my world.
I remember a bunch of things happening that I plan to repress until I have a spectacular nervous breakdown at age 40.
That's what I've been
Honestly,
saying.
you might want to try therapy.
That's what I've been saying.
For now, I just want to get through this election.
Oh, right. The Abraxas election. So you're not stepping down?
I'd ask how you know that. But at this point, Caulfield, if you grew another head, I wouldn't even blink.
I think I can talk more. Oh, Snapchat.
Do you guys mind if I take a picture?
Hell yes. Put us in the next Caulfield collection.
They're kind of a cute couple, honestly.
Real. That's funny. Safi? Girl, whatever you say.
That storm seemed
Whatever
kind of
happened to
evil, all I'm
Diamond after we
saying.
split up
Yeah,
in the storm?
it was
must have
dangerous.
Really freaked
But
her
you're
out.
projecting.
Hey, Diamond. I'd like to get a photo for the end of the year. Mind if I...
Okay.
Okay.
I was hoping she'd be a little more enthused, but...
Is she okay?
What do you say to a picture? For old time's sake?
Moses has hypothermia. And now, crippling anxiety.
I can never have enough shots of Moses.
Whatever.
Everything's changing so fast. I'm not sure what I'll do when you graduate.
You've got Tony.
Isn't he
Tony's not
also a staff member?
What do you mean?
Nobody keeps me on task like you. You're the only reason I get anything done.
Oh.
Hey, if something happened in the storm, I mean, if you
Yeah,
want
I'm
to talk
wondering
about
too.
anything,
I'm fine, alright? Jesus. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. This whole thing's got me weirded out.
I've known Moses
Hi,
my whole
Amanda.
life.
Hello.
I have to go see about a girl.
So that's what tattoo. Hi.
So you're Super Max. Guess your secret identity's gone, huh?
I wanted to tell you.
But you couldn't. Just like with the Maya thing. Any more secrets, or do I finally get to know you now?
Kiss, 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 kiss.
I don't know. This isn't my first time seeing a storm like this. It's not super easy to explain.
It is pretty insane. You know, I remember rejecting you. And then you just found a version of me that still wanted you. A pretty cool trick.
That's what I said.
Kinda fucked up.
Where does that leave us? I'd understand if this changes things.
I don't know if I can answer that right now.
Valid.
All of this scares the shit out of me, honestly. If it weren't you, I don't know how down I would be to play Lois Lane. But it is you. And I like you.
Oh. Kiss, 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 kiss.
I think I need time to sort out my shit. Give me a little, and then who knows? Maybe you can win me back.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Challenge accepted.
I'm okay. They almost kissed. I could sense it. Picture, picture.
I think that's everyone. Okay, Mo. One more photo for the road?
Sure. You keep at this, I'm gonna have to start charging a modeling fee.
Ha ha.
That's funny. Messages. Big breath. Oh, that's nice.
Not me getting emotional over platypus facts.
Okay. How do they know my name? Okay, cool. Well, I made it. Crossover. Survived. Not only me, but everyone. Not like before. Something has been restored, but I don't want to jinx it by naming it. I don't know what they'll remember or what scars, if any, they'll take down from this. I've got more than enough myself. And Safi, she's gone through more than I could ever imagine, but she needs help. That's not true. You've been through worse. But she needs help I can give her. I can only hope when I see her again she will have found it for all our sakes. You can say that again. Why does Vin have devil horns?
Everyone's pretty shell-shocked.
Yep.
Pretty much.
How about you? Still excited to have double memories?
I can't be the only one. Seriously? Come
It is
on,
fascinating.
It's fascinating.
Also, I wonder how different
Well,
all those lives are.
I feel better knowing you stood up to Safi.
What if you have a girlfriend in one timeline and then another person in another timeline, and then those timelines merge? Who do you get with?
She cares what you think.
Sorry.
Maybe it'll make a difference.
I hope Safi figures her shit out, wherever she ends up, but...
Sue me.
I don't want any part of it.
She shot her mom,
I
by
missed
the way.
2 weeks ago.
Me too.
Hey. We're a team, right? I'll handle it with you.
That's nice.
No more hiding, or running away.
What about the blue-hair girl, Chloe? Are you ready to stop hiding from her?
Nuh-uh.
I think so.
Oh.
Not yet, but...
I never knew what to say when they'd say to call a friend.
Amanda.
But I think it's starting to make sense. And I'll try to get it right. To have you on my side, I feel fine some days.
What if one of these people is still
I
soft?
just wanna get it right.
I think
I don't
it's
think so,
time
but-
I explained a few things.
I won't have to try sometimes.
I still don't understand why
Won't
they're
always makes sense.
including students with staff. That's not something I can wrap my head around. It's just so weird to me.
And I'm not proud of every decision
Why are they being
I
treated as
made,
friends? She's a tutor.
but
Kind of.
And I'll try to get it right. To have you
it's
on
the
my
truth.
side, I feel fine.
What's coming next is going to be difficult.
Does she know
all of
something?
us. But we're going to get through it together.
Will we ever find out what happens to
I
Diamond?
promise.
What happened to Diamond? Take off your coat, by the way.
This time, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, that's nice. That was it? Okay. Are we getting like a post Safi? Credit scene. Diamond.
Shit. Shit.
We're gonna have to get you a blood transfusion.
What the fuck are you doing here?
You remember me. That's flattering.
She has powers. I think that's what it implies.
I've seen nosebleeds like that before. So you can run, or you can follow me and get some answers.
Is that new to her, or is it
your choice?
What kind of superpower does she even have? Was it implied before? Explains why she was all caught off guard. I'd rather she didn't. Safi feels like you've abandoned her like everyone else. I don't give a single shit, okay? Let it be known. I want to excuse childish behavior. I want to excuse shooting your mom. She blames her for not seeing her dad and then being like, she pretended it was his fault. Yeah, so you wouldn't go after him. It was probably for a good reason. And you're a child. You still act like one. What was she supposed to do to keep you safe? I can't believe she would blame Yasmin like that. Critiques graffiti. Found Loretta. Reflected at the bowling alley. Looked at all books in the motel nightstand. I don't know. They're giving all of these things like, oh, you did do that, you didn't do this, you did do that. Like, none of this even matters. At least that's what it feels like. Like, none of these have consequence. Chloe's lockpick sets. Loretta had a change of heart in how she reports stories. She cannot change? I wonder how that's playing out. Reggie and Vin have reconciled? Question mark, question mark? Okay. I'm glad I helped Reggie. Abraxas election, Vin plans to run again, Vin congratulate. Okay, good that you're still planning to run again, because you're fine in the end. Gwen's next move, Gwen's going to move on from Caledon. We'll keep fighting the committee's decision. Has accepted the committee's decision. Isn't accepting the committee's decision and moving on from Caledon the same thing? Or does she accept it and then stay in Caledon? Because I feel like that would be a bad outcome for her. Like, just getting reminded of everything. Also, that it wasn't even her fault. Now that I think about it, maybe I should have helped her, but on the other hand, I just can't. She was talking about, like, identity and not letting things weigh her down or something. I kind of forgot, but why would I take that away from her? It felt important in that moment. The board forced Yasmin out of the presidency. 83%. 5% fought the board to remain president. How would she even do that? I wonder what would have changed. Max reflected in the no squad after the storm. Max told Moses that she's done with Safi for good. 8%. I'm sorry, but I'm done. Oh my god, I can't with her. Max told Moses with Safi was justified. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't justified. No. No. Nuh-uh. That was it. I'm upset. I paid for this. And for the collector's edition. But don't focus on that. Okay. My issue. I have a lot of issues. Hi there. Before I start my full post-game rant, I want to add another note, which is the last one I'm filming, but not the last one you'll see, because I only thought of adding this like after I was done editing everything. I wrote down what I wanted to say because I know it is such a long point. I know I will forget like what I wanted to say. Excuse my voice. I just came back from a concert. Okay, here goes. The point I wanted to make is something I've repeated since the announcement of double exposure, and even for a while before that, since people have been whining about prize fields returning for years now. It's really the top biggest reason I hate this game, and I've always hated the idea of Max returning for a sequel. People have been like, oh, no Chloe, so I'm not playing. But it's not the biggest reason for me. It's a bit deeper than that. It's all because of two factors. One is all Life is Strange endings being canon and fully up to the player. And the second one is the core theme of the first Life is Strange being the butterfly effect. Even though Deck 9 supposedly tried to respect the player's Life is Strange 1 ending choice, with all the endings being canon, it's impossible to bring back Max in a meaningful way that doesn't require double decoding or two separate games for the two different endings. Life is Strange 1 teaches us about cause and effect, and that one small action could lead to a huge consequence in the future. So with that in mind, in what world does it make sense for Max to end up in the exact same spot after two entirely different game endings? A canon Max sequel, which is double exposure, would only make sense if the reason we picked those Life is Strange 1 endings actually showed up in the game. Which, don't get me wrong, because I know some of you are still whining about that Chloe sort of showed up in double exposure. But let me be clear, I am far from siding with those people who thought Chloe should have been involved in this specific version of the sequel they've made. Because my point is that either the sequel never should have happened, because it wasn't intended as an anthology series, or it happens but they would have had to do like double the work to make it work in canon. Like Chloe shows up in one timeline and then Arcadia Bay residents show up in the other. But again, I'm not saying to replace an already existing certain double exposure character with Chloe. I'm saying to actually put the work in to write about the people you picked in Life is Strange 1 to make picking either ending of Life is Strange 1 worth it in the sequel. But even then, to me that wouldn't have been enough because Max still would have been in Caledon in both timelines. You can't murder a town and then end up in the exact same spot you would be if you murdered your girlfriend. Like, none of that makes sense at all. They tried so hard to force a return that they forgot about the essence of Life is Strange, and it's honestly disrespectful. It's like they played the first game with their eyes closed before creating the sequel. And look, I can't tell anyone they're wrong for liking certain things, like a game, but I'm sorry, if you genuinely enjoyed double exposure or even found it your favorite of this franchise, you've got to reevaluate the essence of Life is Strange, which is choices. That was all. Carry on. Bye. First of all, that didn't feel impactful at all. Maybe it's just because it's a part one out of the two parts. At least I hope it's stopping at 2. At the end of Life is Strange 1, we had this like whole storm, and then you chose something devastating. And after you chose something, it went to cutscenes, and then you end the game. There's no more choices and no more talking and no soft blow. You just end with tears and devastation, and you leave. Or you don't leave, but let's assume you leave. In Life is Strange 2, we had the 4 different endings that were just as maybe more devastating, but also devastating, because you make this whole shift and you make this decision, and the outcome of that also was influenced by what you did before, and then that also influences Daniel, and then you make a decision, and then you get those 4 outcomes, one of those 4 or 7 different ones, and then again you get cutscenes because that's just how it ends. Even Before the Storm had an ending where you didn't have like aftermath of it, of your choices, probably because it's prequel, but I'm glad they did that because that's kind of like the style of the ending of Life is Strange. And then you had True Colors, and that's where it went downhill for me personally, because I feel like it was I said this a lot of times, but it's like you get a soft landing. There's something with Deck 9 games that has them wanting to be careful about everything and not wanting villains or something. That's at least the vibe I'm getting. Like, I have so many thoughts. So you have Jed, what I said before, right? So you have Jed, and he did something unacceptable, and then he also shoots Alex. But then you have that big wow moment, and then after that, you kind of like stumble to the Black Lantern, and then you get the aftermath, and you just like kind of talk, and then you talk to Gabe, and everything is kind of like a soft landing, like a soft blow. I'm kind of missing that intensity of the previous Life is Strange endings, because I feel like that adds so much to the player experience. Like, it leaves you with a feeling of that you want to try again. Does that make sense? Okay, so you had True Colors, and then with the soft blow. Now you have this, and you get also like this big moment of the mother being shot, like Yasmin being shot by Safi, finding out she has powers, like big wow moments, and then that was in the middle of that episode of the previous episode, and then you just like only talk afterwards. You get like a nightmare sequence ish. Didn't feel like it did much. Honestly, it didn't feel like it had a purpose. You didn't walk through a lot of things. You just kind of went to the past, and Max found out she's over it because of that. But it feels like a revelation that should have been found in earlier episodes. Because I'm not getting the message right now. I'm not getting the intensity of the previous Life is Strange games, and I know I shouldn't. Okay, I will compare because it's like a set style that comes with the games, and I'm missing that, and I'm missing logic, and I'm missing real villains who are just evil for being evil. Loretta was like insufferable for half an episode, and then after that she was like genuine. So it's like they're scared to go over that line with people, except with Safi, I guess. But I'm not happy with that either. I'm sorry, but everything. I've put this in a thread. But basically, what I'm getting at is everything that she did could have been. Every feeling of her could have been resolved if she just talked to Gwen in the first place. Talked to Lucas before that. She did talk to Lucas. But did she say it in a confronting way, or did she say it in a what is going on, please explain way? And also, Lucas said he had a reason, and you have no idea what you just did. And to Max earlier. But I still don't know why he said that, because apparently he didn't have a reason. Like, why did he plagiarize Maya's work? And then he's going to leave, I think, Caladon. So we don't even get an answer to that in the second part. At least with Diamond and Safi, you get this idea of, oh, we'll see them again in the next part, but that's it. That's all. And I'm bothered for a lot of reasons, because I've been also trying to phrase this. I feel like in Life is Strange True Colors and Double Exposure, you get dialogue options that don't feel like they have a purpose, or they don't feel like they do anything or change anything, or that it's as if you say two separate things, but in the end it like comes back to the same answer you get from the other person. You get like two dialogue options. One is like, I don't know, like I said before in the chat, like, oh, so nice, and then the other dialogue option is, wow, that's amazing. Like, nothing, that doesn't change. It doesn't have a purpose. It doesn't feel like it's done with intent. And that's just like a big thing in storytelling. It's like, if you stick to a choice-based game, at least give us the feeling that we're making choices that matter. Because a lot of people argue in Life is Strange 1 that your actions don't matter because you choose for the whole town to be wiped and then all your mistakes are wiped, or you choose for your girlfriend to be wiped and then you still keep living in that town, so everything before that doesn't have consequence. But I would argue that with, at least in the course of the game, the dialogue options you choose, you still get this feeling of, oh, I disappointed someone, or oh, I made someone happy and now I'm glad, or this thing has two sides to it, but I chose a side that felt right to me. And the game always makes you doubt your choices. And here it's like all of that is gone. It's like it's just a linear story, and they made you pick some dialogue options, and the rest is just irrelevant. Like, I don't care who Reggie ends up with. That doesn't feel like a major choice thing. We didn't have a Kate storyline. We didn't have a Finn storyline from Life is Strange 2. And no, I'm not saying like a copy of those, but like the intensity of those actions, of those consequences, I feel like it misses in this game. And again, maybe it's just because it's a part 1, but I'm not feeling very hopeful for part 2 of double exposure. I will get it, like the next game, because I just want my questions answered, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. I'm not gonna be happy. Was that everything? I don't know. I feel like I could complain a lot, but it's just there's so many differences between the first 2 games and then this game, because the journal is one of those things that I was really like mad about, because the first time it was leaked. I think it was leaked the first time, like before it was out. They showed like a journal page, and I was like, oh, that's not even real. That's like a made by someone just for other people to make fun of. But no, it was real. It was like the actual final game version, and it was just disappointing because a lot of the drawings and the style she has in this game changed drastically from the first game, and I get that it's a 10-year time skip. But on the other hand, you also see drawings from right after they left Arcadia Bay, so her style changed too drastically in that short time period. And then she keeps that for the rest of those years until this point. And I'm just disappointed. I think the problem was bringing her back in the first place and trying to do some fan service. You can't bring her back in a way that makes sense. You can't bring her back in a way that satisfies most of the fan base. Because now I feel like everyone who chose Chloe instead of Arcadia Bay is upset, including me, because we don't get Chloe anymore, so why did we even bother making that choice? Why did we even bother leaving Arcadia Bay? I know it's like, it matters who lives or dies in real life, but in the game it feels like it doesn't have a consequence. Like it doesn't matter what I choose because I'm not ending up with her anyway. And there's just so many things. I was saying something, I have so many thoughts that whenever I try to explain something, I head to that direction, and then I get reminded of something else I wanted to say, and then I lose my first point. So I'm just trying to gather all my thoughts, rake it all together, and explain. Another thing is that I feel like I didn't have any issue doing the major choices, because maybe I can check what all my choices were. Hold on. Choices. Okay. What happened to Chloe? Chloe died, Chloe lived, Chloe died. I feel like it doesn't have a consequence after the events of Life is Strange 1. Maybe aside from the last episode where we had the nightmare sequence, but you would still have that just without no. My issue is that she doesn't appear here anyway, so Chloe is grateful to be alive, but the past still haunts you both. Then why did I save you? If we're not staying together. Whatever. Ask men out as friends or as a date thing. Okay, sure. Romance options, I feel like they have a kind of a major thing. I was kind of disappointed because it doesn't really go anywhere in this game, so why introduce new love interests? But also, I will excuse that part because there's supposed to be a second part, like a second game. So if you're perfect right now, then in a relationship, then you don't get anything to improve in the next game. I mean, you always have things to improve, but it may not be as interesting to play. Finish Rera's interview or call her bluff. Call her bluff. Did you call her bluff? Okay. I'm not sure. Did this affect anything on Gwen's storyline? I feel like her just losing her job doesn't feel as... And that's a bad thing, obviously, but she's moved on and now she's happy. Not happy, but she can move on. So again, I feel like that wasn't a real consequence. In Life is Strange 1, you felt like things were at stake. You felt like, okay, could die at any moment. In Life is Strange 2, you had like Daniel's powers. You've got Finn, who ends up in the hospital or not. You've got the heist, which is a big consequence for everyone, like who ends up together. And that's like a midpoint between the ending and the start of the game, where the events of the heist are influenced by how you raise Daniel. Like every single point in that game had intent, had intention. And now it's just like, I can call her bluff or answer her questions. It doesn't really matter. She doesn't do anything. She's not a threat. Max selects empty spaces for the potential. No one cares. This is just like in True Colors, where they had your choices lined up and some of them were like, oh, Alex sees a future in this town or something. And it's like, no one cares. You're here anyway. That's the game. Who cares what you think? Why is it being recorded in the choices menu? Okay, you have those Life is Strange 1 moments where you're like, oh, you fed Lisa the plant, and that's like a funny little thing to add because it's just like, how much do you pay attention to this? But it's like those Lisa choices are all over True Colors and all over Double Exposure. Okay, I'm back with another note because I am upset. Okay, so my issue with all the Lisa the plant choices being measured in the choices screen, it's upsetting because all of that space could be used for things that actually affected the plot, or could have affected the plot if they added enough choices that actually affect the plot. I'm normal about this, guys. I'm normal. I'm fine. But my thing is just like that it upsets me more because they pretend to care about fan theories and giving more space to people who pay more, but giving more space, like 2 weeks, for people to talk about the episodes, like in between. If you care so much about people theorizing and leaving space for fans to do that, then why give us all the answers to all the questions we might have? Why give away all the things that we could have missed right after release 2? It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. It just, in my opinion, it takes away the magic of the game that already didn't have enough magic to begin with. I'm just upset because all that space could be used for more plot-related things. It could be used for us to theorize more. But now that whole fandom is dead, and now we're all talking about Lost Records. Yes, that's already out because I'm taking so long editing this. Because there's nothing else to theorize about. I mean, yeah, sure, the ending, but there's more to a game than just the ending. So, that was all. Back to my rant. Max still avoiding Ali plushie. No one cared. That's not a real consequence. Maybe you got arrested afterwards, or maybe if it was used as a reason for someone to hate you or something. Okay, sure, but that's just like keeping track of what did you see and what did you not see. But I don't care about that. I care about my choices that affected the ending, and it feels like nothing affected the ending. And I guess that makes sense in a way because it has to stay in a linear place for there to be a logical part 2, but just don't start to begin with because that's so much effort and so much time that feels wasted to me, making choices that don't matter in the end and bringing back someone who shouldn't have been brought back because it doesn't satisfy anyone, at least not most people. So then why make 2 parts? That's such a waste of time, in my opinion. Anyway, Max, we're high school sweethearts. We already said this before. Why are we keeping track of this? Max used Reggie's pickup line and failed. Oh, don't look at that. Art pranks. Flipped out of paintings. Not a real consequence. Chose the nerdy, not a consequence. Reflected. Okay, every game keeps sound of the moment of calm. Battle Cup game. Max won, but let Safi keep her secret. Again, choosing to push her or not, or choosing to respect her boundary, it didn't come back in the end. Like Safi didn't say like, "Oh, I appreciated you giving me space," or "Oh, I'm upset that you didn't give me space," or something. Like none of this matters. Lecture photo was. That's because that's one of the only things, one of the few things that I didn't see. I didn't know you could go back there, but I will. Reflected at the coffee shop. Max brought Moses' hot chocolate. 21%? No one went up to the coffee shop in the first place? Okay. I mean, the hot chocolate. Whatever. You get it. Safi's cause of death. Safi took Yasmin. There's no way Safi took her own life. This also felt like a weird... I already mentioned this, but this felt like a weird choice of dialogue to give us. Because we don't know Safi. Like Max does for some time, but we don't. How would I know if Safi would or wouldn't take her life? Like everyone's got her problems. She might have. Max shows the passionate photo of Safi. Again, none of this matters. Max declined to speak at the memorial. Yeah, I declined because I felt like it was just giving him attention. And I was just like, eh. Practice puzzle box. Max solved the first layer of the puzzle box. Oh yeah, didn't we have a second layer of the puzzle box? Did I do that? I feel like I did. It doesn't feel like much of a puzzle though, because you kind of were pointed at what to do next. Delete the restraining order photo or send to Safi. Again, I don't feel like it has any consequence. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm just getting it wrong. Maybe I'm just either I should look into the choices and the consequences of this game, or I should wait until the second part. But it doesn't feel enough because there's so many things that are kept track of that I feel won't come back in the second part. It doesn't feel important enough. Because what's the consequence of sending it to Safi? I don't know. If you know, tell me. Rescued flash drive. Grateful for your support. Gwen is grateful for my support. I will stick to that forever. I feel like the Gwen timeline was the only thing I have to think. Yeah, it was the only thing that really had consequences. That I felt like I had to be careful what to say to Gwen and what to do with the footage, and if I should pick it up in the first place. Yeah, that affected her ending pretty much. And even with Yasmin, like I feel like either keep her dead or don't shoot her, but then make her live. And I guess the shooting was kind of like a point where we, as a player, know, like, oh, Safi's crossing the line. I guess that was the purpose. Agreed to inform Alderman. I refused. Also, what the heck happened to him? I feel like that will come back in the second part. It has to, because it was built up. He was introduced, and then he's just dead. He's not dead, but also I wonder if in the second part, if we get to see what the third timeline is all about, where we get the Polaroids from. Max helped him get the bathroom key. Again, doesn't matter, just a side quest. Where's Finn's phone? Max was confident Dammit didn't take Finn's phone. I wasn't even accusing her, by the way. I chose the dialogue option because I was like clarity for myself. Max took a moment. Yes. Max signed up to get the bad checks. 86% of you missed out. Just saying. Max did buy her comments to Lucas at the Safi Memorial. Okay, true, because he was... I feel fine about him right now. Like, okay, plagiarism is bad, and it drove someone to suicide. That's also bad. That's very bad. But I feel like the person he is... I feel like he didn't see that... He didn't do it for the purpose of her killing herself. He didn't do it with the purpose of... I don't even know his purpose, actually. Why am I talking about his reasons? He didn't even explain. I keep saying this, but maybe he did. I'm doubting myself. Whatever. Super comments. Yes, that's because he was taking advantage of the situation with Safi to promote his own book. So I was like, nah. Vandalizing the Lucas Sandy Max Drew devil horns. It was just so funny. Phone project. Did not engage. I really want to do the engaging with the phone art projects next playthrough. I just feel like looking back, I don't feel like the motivation to replay this game, because again, my issue is that it all feels too linear. Like everything is too the same. We don't get big consequences. So what would I even change in the next storyline? Maybe answer Loretta's questions? Be nice to Lucas? What does that even change? The only thing I could do is go against Gwen's moment and take the footage and then help her get her job back. Maybe help Yasmin keep her job. But that doesn't feel like enough to replay 5 entire chapters for. Do you get what I mean? Max kind of professional with Finn. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I didn't like him at the start. I started to like him, I think halfway through episode 3. I was just like, he's just a silly gay boy. Max didn't leave therapist card for Nebraska students. I didn't see that, by the way. I usually explore every inch of the map, but I didn't see that. Max corrected the code on her own. Max lowers Loretta's grade. Again, no consequences all over. Max waters Gwen's plants. None of these have consequences. I still don't know the issue between Diamond and Vin. Like, were they just trying to make the other step down? And why was Vin so... Oh no, Vin was Safi, I think. Because she was like, oh, I had my best performance yet as Vin. And he was acting weird. So that was Safi? Or am I getting things wrong now? Anyway, chapter 3. Hang on to him. I did try to hang on to him. It felt like no one deserved that. He was just doing his job, I guess. It was in an annoying way, but it's not looking to punish him with death. Call out living world Yasmin Slay or go with it. Go with it, because I feel like... What was this about? I think it was about the book deal. I feel like she's just trying to protect her child. That's like any mother would do that. That doesn't feel like something to blame her for, even if it was done wrong. Because if you raise a person, all the logic that you relied on before gets thrown out the window. You birth someone, you had a bond with them for 9 months. Everything you thought before is going to be proven wrong, and you will just try to navigate through raising someone in the only way you think is right. So why would you blame her for trying to protect her in her own way when it wasn't in a violent way? It was just her doing her best. She didn't deserve getting shot. So I just went with it because I was like, she's just doing her best. Kissed living with Amanda. Yes, I did. Nothing to say. I like Amanda. Pass. That's fine. He can go with Reggie now. Max got Moses' anime phrase correct. Why is this kept track of? Max promised Moses he would tell Safi to stay safe. Why would you not tell him that? Maybe in Life is Strange 2 we had this moment at the end of episode 1 where we could tell Daniel a promise or to not promise something. And that had a consequence because it affected the Brotherhood. So what does making promises affect here? I don't feel like Moses holds anything against her. Maybe you would feel more depressed, but that doesn't change the ending. Wrong timeline, Loretta. My bad. I was just clicking on the dialogue options. Maybe it will click with her now, like why we asked her that. Phone guy's great. Exchange phone guy's great. I have nothing to say. Did not talk to the future. Yeah. Max told Vin that Lucas wanted a restraining order against Safi. I felt like in that moment it was wrong to lean into the Vin and Safi relationship thing because I don't remember really well because it was a few weeks ago, but I think it was because he was already looking very depressed and not really into it. So adding like a sensitive topic like that would be cruel to me. Max told Diamond that Vin said Maya what? Max told Diamond that Vin said Maya had mental health problems. I'm hoping I will be proven wrong. I hope that these choices affect if Vin is still in the game or not. And then that affects how far in we are in part 2, because now that Diamond is with Safi and Vin is on my side, we can get more information out of Vin instead of with Diamond because Diamond is with Safi. Does that make sense? I hope that's the case, because otherwise this feels very useless. Maybe a lot of these choices are supposed to feel useless. But even then, like the phone art project doesn't feel like it has consequence for the second part, like the next game. Change grades, mixed up Loretta's. None of this feels like it has big consequences. Or will do anything. Max ordered something strong. No one cares. I'm fine, it's fine. Max reflected, yeah. Max will smash... Look away. Grease trap Paris while cloud surfing. I didn't know that they could be saved. I would have liked to know how. Found you should really using powers and clues. Oh, that's another thing that I want to talk about, is that they give clues too fast. Maybe that's because in Life is Strange 1 episode 3 or 4, I think it was 4 maybe, we get like a puzzle on the board, and that was like really hard to figure out. So maybe after feedback from that we get more hints about where to go and what to do. But it all felt so fast. I just wanted to explore it. It's like I'm rushed instead of being instead of letting me explore things. In Before the Storm, we had these moments, especially at the start, where, for example, Joyce would rush you downstairs, but time isn't real. Like, it's just so you get where to go. But it's not like giving examples of, oh, maybe I should check in the bathroom where my phone is because that's this and that and that. You just went there because you heard the phone ring and you used your own brain, and there was only so little to explore. So especially in those areas of the map in this game that didn't have a lot of space to investigate, it felt like hints were given too fast because just let me look around first, let me get familiar with the area, let me look at all the dialogue options. Yeah, that's all. Also, another thing that I mentioned is, why didn't Safi intrude Max's home as Safi? Because that was Living a World Safi, if I didn't get it wrong. Yeah. So I get that's like how we find out about our powers. It doesn't make sense to me because it would make more sense. Okay, if it was that world, fine, because she's supposed to be dead, so she has to be someone else. But why didn't she change into like Moses or something, or someone she or someone that she knows wouldn't enter her home regularly? Why would you expose your secret that way? You could have just pretend to be Finn or Moses, and then let them deal with the consequences later if you were really that evil. Because now it's just, what was the point of turning into Max to raid her home if no one's gonna check on her? Did she feel like people were gonna come in and like check what the noise is? Because one, she could have just been calm because there's not a lot of stuff to go through. She has like a big space and really little stuff. And two, no one can just walk in. It's not like a high school dorm anymore. So I don't get the point of that reveal. I feel like introducing more characters with powers in the same game, I know it's the same universe, but in the same game, ruins the magic of Life is Strange. You were able to theorize about where it comes from and what's happening and things like that, but telling your secret and introducing new powers feel like it will be the closing chapter of Life is Strange. And that's very sad because it would have been really cool to have just like a long lasting series of people with powers and different powers and new characters, not returning characters, at least not major ones. That just would have been cool. It would have given us more time to theorize and given us more time to make alternate universes of ourselves and make fan art, and I feel like a lot of questions were answered that we would ask about powers. Not about the story, not about the storyline and like the logic of it, but the logic of the powers and what will happen next. Yeah, I just missed that a lot. Chapter 4. Good Max hurts Safi. No, Safi believes in you. Maybe the consequence of this would be like she would be disappointed in the end, but that doesn't feel like a big consequence because she's going to do her own thing anyway, and I was going to reject her anyway because she ends up shooting her mom. Sorry, I keep saying that, but it's just, I can't wrap my head around it. Why would you do that? Who should Safi turn to? Go as herself, go as Vin. Proud of herself. Why would you go as Vin? Vin was in the same room. Vin would look up like, that's me. Also, after introducing Safi's powers, I felt like it was too much leaned into, oh, Safi can finally be herself, when we didn't get a lot of introduction to that anyway in the first place. Like, Safi was only turning into other people to get either revenge or to get what she wants. So it's not to hide herself or to... It's not like an inward reason. So then why is it a big deal that she shows up as herself and that people listen to her because she wasn't... It's not introduced in a way that makes me feel like she can't be herself, like she is always herself and she has always been her own person. And she has her own style of being her own person because people have, through the course of the game, have been like, oh, typical Safi. So, yeah. How to save living world, Yasmin. Talk Safi down, rush Safi. Why would you rush Safi? 23% of you, why would you... I'm being genuine right now, not even making fun of you. Why would you rush her? Do you want her to die? Or... Okay, guys. You know what's up. I'm back with the third note, and this time I'm going to talk about the other outcome, because I'm talking about how nothing changes, and how I was like, oh, why would you rush Safi because she has a gun in her hands? Do you want to kill Yasmin? But I was like, I was editing this and watching this, and I was like, I don't even know what happens if you do rush Safi. So I searched it, and guess what? Nothing changes. Nothing changes. It's the exact same thing. The only thing that changes is that you literally run into Safi. The gun goes off again, and then it hits Yasmin in the exact same spot. And then the exact same dialogue hits. Which also is the case before that choice happens, because you have the choice to like... Oh god, I forgot what it was exactly. But it was the choice about... No, it was a choice about like saying like, Safi, she's your mother. So you had that, and that's what it chose. And then you had the other choice, like dialogue choice. And it was something like, you do belong here, or something. And then the only thing that changes is that Safi is like, oh, my name? That's not me, because I could be my mom, and I could be the cute girl at the bar, and I could be this and that. So it's the exact same thing. And then she lashes out again. And then Max runs to her, and then she's like, oh, I didn't change anything, I couldn't fix this. Everything is the same. It's a linear story, it's not a choice-based game. We got scammed. All of this was a lie just for money. I'm saying it as a joke, but honestly, it is. That is the case. Like, if it was really a choice-based game, like an actual choice-based game, then the outcome would have been like, you run into Safi and then the gun goes off and then you kill Yasmin, or you let her speak and then instead of Max jumping in, then Yasmin jumps in because Max didn't do anything or something. I don't know. Or something with like relationship status changing, because either way, even if with my choice I did like get on Safi's good side, in the end I picked for not standing with her. So there wouldn't even have been an outcome that's like really affecting our relationship, because the end choice already affects our relationship too much, because we're not even in the same, not even on our side anymore. So that was all. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That this game is a joke and not a choice-based game. It's a linear story game. I keep mentioning that, oh, maybe it's just a part one, so that's what I say that a lot in the stream and in the end choice thingies, where I rant about that the choices don't have real consequence. And I'm like, it's a part one. I can excuse it. Maybe it goes back in the second game. But if you have half of these choices not make any impact because it's a part one and you need to come back to a part two, then why make this a choice-based game and then make the second part also a choice-based game? Why make this game if nothing has real impact, if nothing has real consequence? Because now the only thing that it does is piss me the fuck off. That's all. Also, my laptop is shaking a lot because I'm not on the table right now. I'm holding it and I am shaking in anger. I'm not, but yeah. Okay, that really was all. Bye. Back to my rant. Max reflected by the fireplace. Moment of calm. Max had a to-do list. Also, why is that important? Max asked Safi not to shave into Amanda again. That also doesn't change anything to me. Max is like Safi ruining Luke's bond with his son. Yeah, obviously, a child is involved. Take it to court. Max told Safi she killed her in the other timeline. I didn't see the point of not telling her. We were being honest anyway. She wasn't like out to get me. Gingerbread house. Max helped Moses finish. Oh, also she was going to find out anyway. So Max helped Moses finish his gingerbread house. That's nice. That's a nice side quest. I wonder though, if you can bring objects into other universes, can't you like grip a person and then open the other world and then bring them with you. Probably not possible, but that would be really cool. And also, I wish that would be used more. I wish it would be used more to, instead of using the other environment of the other universe to get somewhere you couldn't get in the first universe, in the first timeline. That's a really cool thing to do, but I wish it could be expanded more to like bring things with you to the other universe. That would have been really cool. Instead of just helping Moses. I mean, it's a nice thing, it's a nice gesture, but it's not like plot related. So Max touched the Krampus figurine at the bar. I got jump scared. Max was polite to Lucas during the chat with Dark Loretta. Yeah, why wouldn't I be? I mean, we are trying not to be suspicious. And also, not to mention, I do not agree with exposing him in the first place. I could have lost my job. Especially because I know that there's a bigger board, but Yasmin, not that she would fire Max, but it could have been a possibility because she, from the start, has been like, I will not go against Lucas or just keep shut about the plagiarism and Maya's death, Maya's suicide. So that's what I didn't agree with, because a lot of things were at stake by exposing people like 16-year-olds. And that's the point that I was getting at before, because I feel like when I said they should have let her stay, not even stay her own age, but more like, if you're going to commit to her in a time skip and have her be older, be like 10 years older, then also let her have that behavior and mannerisms and how to handle a situation, because a lot of things she did felt parallel to the first game, and it didn't feel like we learned things, if that makes sense. Yeah. Max booed during the roast. Again, no consequence. And also very cringe. Max spoke with both Moses and other after the roast. No one really cares. Max did not reflect after the campus party. How many times have I said none of these choices matter? Like, up until chapter 4, I didn't have an issue with any of these major choices. It didn't take me more than 2 seconds to choose a major choice. I don't know. Except for reject Safi or Ruse. Yeah, because why would you use the gun? And also, that was another thing that I was trying to say earlier. When Max held the gun for the first time, that was Lucas's, or like his dad's, and she was all anxious because she was like, "Oh, now I'm gonna use this to shoot you," and Safi was like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll take it off your hands." I was like, this feels like the worst option. This was like an option you shouldn't do. Like, I will hang on to it because I can't trust her behavior. I can't trust her choices, and I can't trust her not to be impulsive about things. Because we already know from her choices before that she's impulsive about things. So I should let her have the gun. That's something I would have changed if I was Max. But that's all. Is that the only major choice in chapter 5? We didn't even get like an ending choice. Maybe they're saving it for the next part, but it better be good. It better be good. Max critiques gravity. I feel like they're running out of things to keep track of. Max found Loretta. Yeah. Reflected out the bowling alley. Yeah. Looked at all the books again. Why does it matter? The sets, change of heart. That might change. That might have a consequence for the second part. Also, I feel like keeping track of those little things, you're not going to be able to, maybe you will, but it just takes a lot of effort. You're not going to be able to implement all of those consequences or like the outcomes of those choices in the second part. Like, they can't change Loretta in separate ways. In a similar way, for example, Victoria surviving and David surviving in After the Storm in Diamond Strange 2, where you didn't get asked at the start, like, oh, did Victoria survive, or did you tell her about the plans so she ends up in a dark room and that's how she survives? You don't get asked that because it's like a small choice and she just gets added in there. So I feel like this will be handled the same way. You can't ask every single choice before the next part of what you did to make those changes. So why don't we get the results, like the outcomes of those consequences now? Yeah. I already went through this actually. Yeah. Done with her for good. Sorry to be the 8% that's done with her, but You did it to yourself, girl. You did it to yourself. I'm not saying I hate her. I'm just saying I don't agree with her actions. She's fine. Like, she and Max should kiss. But I'm not changing my mind on, at least not now, on how I feel about her and her choices. She's just incredibly immature. Also, another issue with bringing Max back, even with the upgraded power, I feel like you're very, 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 very limited in what you can. How do I say this? You're very limited in what you can tell. The difference between Life is Strange 2, or like the contrast with the first Life is Strange and the second Life is Strange, is that there's a new power, so you get new consequences and you get new ways to like help the story progress. But here it feels like we're too limited in the power because it feels like the contrast doesn't feel as big with Life is Strange 1 and Double Exposure as it did with Life is Strange 1 and Life is Strange 2, because aside from it being different characters, let me think, you get like a parallel of what happened in the first game and in BTS maybe. So what I mean by parallels is the things you can do with your powers and the way you handle situations will stay the same because your personality is the same as in Life is Strange 1 and your power is similar enough to Life is Strange 1. So a lot of these choices and actions feel like a repeat instead of a whole new story that feels interesting and immersive. For example, in Life is Strange 2, you didn't get those options of I need to find my words. In Life is Strange 2, you had entirely different situations from 1, because in 1 you get, okay, you have Max, you have her childish, immature girlfriend who's always by her side and who's handling guns and who's, I don't know, influencing her in a bad way and basically having the same dialogue. You've got Rachel from BTS, who is like this entity you don't know yet in Life is Strange 1. And you solve the mystery around her because she means a lot to Chloe. And now in Double Exposure, it feels like a repeat because you've got Safi and everyone. I mean, not everyone, but I feel like a lot of us can make the connection between Safi and Chloe. Like she's just I don't want to say replacement, but I'm saying they want to fill the void of the dynamic she had with Chloe, except they can't add her to the game because if you chose to sacrifice her, it would be too much of a change to put into a game. So they just added a new character that looks like, or that acts like Chloe. So you get those parallels already, and not even parallels, but there's like too big of a similarity, like a repeat. And then you have another entity, which is Maya Okada, and that's like the Rachel of the story. You don't know her, but your friend knows her, and you have to do her justice by knowing what happened to her, or exposing people. So I feel that's what I mean by the power being so limited, because I feel like there could have been more storylines like they did with the comics, but they didn't stick to that. They committed to the character returning, they committed to the time skip, they committed to the new power, but still things felt very repeated, especially the role people had in her life. I was bringing up Life is Strange 2 because you have an entirely different power and entirely different people and entirely different personalities, so of course you would get a different story and it doesn't feel like a repeat. Maybe just some parallels, but it doesn't feel limited in what you can do with the knowledge you have of that character and of the powers, because you've already established what she's like in the first game. And that's why Life is Strange works best as an anthology series. I will say it again, I will repeat it every single time. It works as an anthology series because to make a choice-based game work, you need to be as separate as possible. You can connect them in some way, but not further, not until the point you have to. That it will only make sense if you give like a survey of what choices you made in the previous games to make the next game work. Does that make sense? I hope so. So yeah, that's basically all I'm upset about. I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. People were not kidding when they said episodes 1 to 3 were fine, but 4 and 5 were disappointing. It just I started saying this before. I don't know where I went to it eventually, but it feels very disappointing to add new characters and add new powers because yeah, like I said, that was just that's like the magic of letting us theorize and let us fill those gaps of the questions we didn't get answered. Speaking of questions that were answered and weren't answered, especially after the review of Safi, we got like a conversation between them. We got a conversation after. We got Moses, who's like the Warren, I guess, of this game, explaining things and things like that. But I feel like too many questions were answered more in the sense of what does your power do and how do you use your power, rather than the questions answered of this story doesn't make sense narratively. Like it's not logical in a storytelling sense rather than in an in-game sense. So I want to try to come up with everything I'm upset about so I don't have to like add onto the thread later on. There's probably gonna be like 1,000 things I will add. But basically I'm just very disappointed about the choices screen because I didn't have issues with any of the major choices. Everything felt logical to me, nothing felt like it had too big of a consequence. I can say the same about True Colors. Except I feel it less with True Colors because at least the important choices you made affected how they thought of you in the end and how much they will believe you, and that will affect more than it did in Double Exposure, at least, because I wanted to say it affected your ending, but it doesn't even affect your ending because you still stay in that. Like maybe it limits your romance choice, but if you chose Steph, then it doesn't make a difference. I think she will believe you either way. And she's going to stay or go anyway. Okay, this is my issue with it. Instead of the ending being something that was a given, instead of something you chose intentionally, it's something that the characters will influence for you. And that's a huge difference in True Colors and, for example, Life is Strange 2. Because in True Colors, you have this thing where you get like the council of all the people you met, and they agree with you or they don't agree with you. And I imagine that if they don't agree with you, then you get, or they don't believe you at least, you feel more like you should leave the town and not stay because no one believes you anyway. Instead of it being the other way around, where the ending is affected by what people think of you and not. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm repeating because I'm not sure if it's explained right. It's like a mess in my head right now. Maybe I'll like add a chart later on. So yeah, that was my issue, and there's just a huge contrast with Life is Strange 2 and Life is Strange 1. Like I said, you make the choice, and afterwards you get the cutscene, and that's just the ending. You don't get to change anything. In Life is Strange True Colors, you have these major choices. They lead to people believing you or not, and then afterwards you still get the choice of where to go, like out of the town or still in the town, and with who, or maybe alone. And it would have been nicer if it just stopped at where people believed you or not, and that would have affected where you went, instead of you making the choice yourself, because you didn't really get that choice in Life is Strange 1 and 2, and that's the intensity part that's so needed for these choice-based games to be as impactful as the first two games. So I feel the same way about this game. You get the big wow, you get the big reveal, and then afterwards you get the soft landing. You get some dialogue options, and you get to talk to people, and everyone's fine with you, and you get to say like, "Oh, I'm done with Safi," but Safi's gone anyway, and she'll come back in the second part, so then you deal with her later. But in this game, it doesn't feel intense enough, and maybe it shouldn't because it's a part one. Again, it shouldn't feel like an end game because there's still something else coming, and they want us to stay curious. But it feels like this would be fine as an ending. It feels like it doesn't need a second part to me at least. And that's purely and only because things don't feel as not resolved as I think the attention was supposed to be. The only thing that doesn't feel resolved is Safi and Diamond. Possibly Lucas, possibly Gwen, but Gwen, I don't think she's coming back. It's just kind of a shame because usually with cliffhanger, I just wish it was a cliffhanger instead of it being like a one thing that needs to be resolved, and one thing that leaves us in the dark. You need to feel like everything is falling apart, and that's why you need to play the second part. I'm really missing that. I think it would have made such a big difference to add that kind of effect, that kind of impact on us, kind of intensity. Because now I feel like, even if I play the second part, I already made my choices here and everyone's fine in this game, so why would I don't know. It just doesn't feel as intense to me. They really, really, really went downhill with episode 4. The moment it was revealed that the other Max was Safi, that's where it went down. I really wish, I would hope, I was praying in my heart that the other Max we saw was the other timeline Max that we interrupted. If that makes sense. Unless, like I said before, unless that's a timeline she created instead of interrupted, then it would make more sense. But we didn't get that question answered, which is weird compared to the questions we did get answered, like how she got her power and how she's using it and why she's using it. I mean, Safi. So that's just the thing that's bothering me. So yeah, I'm just disappointed. They shouldn't have added more powers. They shouldn't have added people who know each other with powers. That was the magic of it. Like we got to decide the canon and that, like who knows who and how do they end up meeting and all the fan art and all the edits and stuff. So it just feels like a shame. Okay. I feel like that's all I have to complain about. Is it? I feel like everything else I can complain about is in the thread already, so thanks for sticking with me. To my tier readers in the thread, and also this last bit of the game. I didn't start this earlier because I wasn't sure if streaming or recording what I'm doing is something I really wanted to do or I had the space to do because I was busy with school. But I'm on my break, so I was like, let's test it. And I'm hoping it's something I can record for later times because I get this itch to talk or to write things down when I'm playing something. I need my thoughts out there in order to continue, because otherwise it will get stuck in my head and then things will feel like yeah it just feels like something I have to say. So this is the fastest way to do that. And this was all my ramble. It was faster to ramble this than to type it and then forget stuff and stuff. So I'm hoping I can do this more often. I have a lot of games in my collection that I haven't started yet. So maybe I can use that as a recording kind of thing. I just don't feel motivated enough. Maybe if I do this and I feel more motivated to pick them up. And yeah, that's all. If you're still here, thanks for sticking around. And you will keep seeing me on the tail. I will keep ranting about this. I will keep complaining about this. So that was all. Bye.